Take a look around you. Is your home tidy and clean, or is it looking a bit messy like mine? If it's clean and you've got things under control, maybe I need to get a little motivation from you today. But if it is looking messy, no worries, you've come to the right place. We are going to get so much done today, and I cannot wait to share all this motivation with you. I've been sharing Clean With Me marathons for a few years now, and y'all have told me how much you love them because you can just pop them up on your TV, tablet, or phone, and you can get all the motivation that you're needing to get your to-do list finished. Another great thing about these super long videos is that you have a friend to hang out with the entire time, and you don't have to worry about finding a new video and losing that momentum. You just click play and get right into it. If you are watching right now and you're getting ready to tackle your to-do list, comment below what is your biggest or most important task today. And let me know if you prefer to tackle your smaller tasks first, or if you start with the bigger ones and just get them out of the way. For me, I would say I typically start small to gain momentum and then kind of roll into the bigger ones once I'm going. Anyway, I hope you enjoy hanging out with me today. Do not forget to double check that you are subscribed while you're watching. YouTube has been unsubscribing a ton of people lately, so definitely check and make sure that you're not one of them, and that way you won't miss out on my brand new uploads, like my fall clean and decorate with me that will be up this coming Monday, among so many other videos that I have planned to share. As always, thank you so much for clicking on this video. Go ahead and give it a thumbs up if you like videos like this, and without further ado, let's get into it. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be cleaning a majority of the house, or a lot of the house. We actually have company coming tomorrow. My mom and dad and also some of the boys' cousins are coming to visit us. They haven't actually been down to our new house, so we're really excited for them to see the new house, and then also just, of course, get to spend some good time with them. But I am currently upstairs. I'm actually in the boys' bedroom. I really want to focus on their bedrooms right now, get all the bedding washed, get everything nice and clean, because that's where their cousins are going to be staying with them. And then I'm also going to be moving back downstairs and kind of tackling some areas down there. You'll have to bear with me because once we go downstairs, our house is still being painted, and so we're kind of under construction. Everything's kind of taped off and plasticed off and everything. So we'll kind of move around that in a certain way and not try to be in the way too much. But we do kind of need to get the house in order since we do have a lot of company coming. So without further ado, let's jump into it. I wanna hear you say that you only want me. So I'm just starting out in Luke's room. I had just cleaned his bedding a few days before, so I didn't really need to re-wash his. So I'm just going ahead making his bed and tidying everything up. I had told the boys not to bother making their beds or anything this morning because I knew I was going to be taking off all of their bedding. I kind of forgot to tell Luke that, but it wasn't a big deal. I was already in here anyway. It's usually our kids' jobs to kind of maintain their rooms. They typically clean their bedrooms a few times a week, not necessarily every day, but multiple times a week we have them go in there and just kind of tidy things up. But sometimes I do like to just go in myself, tidy everything up, and also kind of deep clean it a bit more. Honestly, they do a pretty good job just handling it themselves, but I just know that I am a bit more thorough than they are. I cannot wait to tackle the boys' bedroom makeovers. We made them functional several months ago, like maybe a month or so after we moved in. We built their dressers and put their beds together and everything and just made them functioning. But it will be so awesome to just customize them to their personalities and make them a special space for each of the boys. I'm hoping that will happen in the next month or so. You know, fingers crossed. You guys know how life goes. We have all these plans and then, of course, things change. But I'm hoping in the next month or so I can get that done. But you guys will see in a few, their bathrooms also desperately need a makeover. Honestly, their bedrooms are pretty good. They just need a little bit more personality in them, and they need some space to like display their special items and things like that. But the bathrooms, on the other hand, desperately need a makeover. Let me know which makeovers you are most excited about, the bedrooms or the bathrooms.
Good life. This house is now a litany. Things I thought I'd never be. Man who has opinions on an ottoman, among other things. I used to think I'd missed the road, the crushing fame, the sold out shows. And I just sing head, shoulders, knees and toes like I'd forgotten them. But I'm alive, baby, I'm thriving. Oh yeah, I'm living my best life. I wake up with the sunrise. It does not look a thing like I thought that it would, but I've been getting my steps in, and I sleep with my best friend. It's the best that it has been in a long time. I'm living my best life.
So obviously next I am tidying up the boys' bathroom. This is Luke and Noah's bathroom, and lately I've been having them take care of it and just clean it themselves for the most part, and I feel like they have been doing pretty well. Of course, they deep clean it quite a bit more intensely than they do. But I would love to hear what age you started cleaning the bathroom or when you have the kids start cleaning it themselves. Like I said, I obviously come in and deep clean a bit more, but I have just been starting to transition them into cleaning that, and I cannot wait for the day when they are fully taking care of their own bathrooms, because as a boy mom, bathrooms can be such a struggle. I actually feel like we have been getting back on track slightly with chores and routines. And I honestly have to kind of laugh at myself as I say that, because I don't know how many times I've fallen off routines, then get back into them just in time for something in life to change and they don't work anymore, or something comes up and then we fall out of that routine again. And we just continue to restart that cycle over and over again. And I remember growing up and when I was a new mom, wondering if anyone else struggled with the same thing, or why it was always us that couldn't get it together and keep it together. And it's just funny looking back now and realizing it wasn't just us, it's everyone, it's just life. After talking with my friends and my mom and sisters and you guys, I realized that we are just all so much more similar than we realize. So that's actually been a very relieving realization. I don't always feel that crazy pressure that I used to feel all the time to show perfection. Like, our life is so great, you know, our life is so perfect. I don't feel like I feel that pressure as much anymore. And I also don't feel the need to apologize or make excuses for my real life moments or my mess ups or my, shortcomings or whatever it may be, because I know that we all have those. So instead, I am just embracing them. And to me, at least, I feel like that takes a little bit of pressure off of all of us. And it just kind of lets us all do better, just enjoying the chaos of life, because life is definitely chaotic no matter how hard you try. It's just how life is. But to me, it just helps knowing that we are all so similar and your struggles are not necessarily a you thing, it's just a human thing.
City is buzzing, creatures in love, getting lost in the crowd. top of the world. On top of the world. Feels like we're on top of the world. Yeah. Just take a look around. Feels like we're on top of the world.
We are making some progress, even though it feels, to me at least, like it's going kind of slow. But I have all the bed stripped, just kind of waiting for that to get washed. I'll have to dry it. I really want to focus on getting the boys' bedrooms actually decorated, because his toy bin situation kind of works, but I just feel like they don't have anywhere to display anything, and it just ends up looking so cluttered and messy. We also want to do an accent wall in here, so we have a lot to do in their bedrooms. We also are going to be replacing the chandeliers that were here from the previous owners, so we do have a lot of that stuff. Hopefully in the next month is kind of my goal, to get the boys' bedrooms totally made over and really functional and just cozy in here for them. But let's continue on getting things done.
On top of the world. Yeah. Hey, right where we go, way down to we are. Just take my hand, let me show you how. Let's run away to a place only we know. Just come with me and turn it upside down and be like, ooh. Feels like we're on top of the world. Yeah, on top of the world. Feels like we're on top of the world.
It's funny how long things take. For example, the boys' bedroom makeovers, those have been in the works for months and months, but they've all gone back and forth on what they're wanting for their bedrooms, what they're into. And so I've finally come up with some ideas to make their bedrooms more functional, but also something that can easily grow with them as they get older and as their tastes change. I seriously cannot wait to see how it all turns out. I think it's going to be amazing, but we'll just have to kind of wait and see. I'm still just getting all my thoughts together and slowly gathering items a little bit at a time. I'm not the most patient person, so while I'm waiting, I just have to remind myself the best things aren't always quick and easy, but they are always worth the wait.
Just take a look around. It feels like I'm on top of the world. Dreaming, I've been busy dreaming, climbing over mountains, chasing every feeling. It's time to wake up. It's time to wake up. Talking, getting tired of talking, feeling like I'm flying high up in the sky. You can't hold me down. You can't hold me down. Nothing's gonna stop me now. I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't. I can't wait.
In our house, I always find that whenever we do a full-on clean and I clean a whole entire room, it stays clean so much longer than if we just pick up a few items. And I think the reason is because when there's already a mess on the ground, when there's already dishes in the sink, or there's already a pile of clothes, it's so much easier just to dirty another dish and let it be, or drop another item of clothing. It's just so much easier to add a little bit more mess to it. But when a room is totally clean, every little mess is very noticeable. And so I've really been happy to see that ever since I tidied up their rooms really nicely like this, they have kept them pretty clean for the most part, and that's even with guests being here. Now the rest of the house, as you will see later, is quite a wreck with all the painting going on, but their rooms are nice and I'm super thankful for that.
Got my bags packed this time, I'm ready to
So like I said, we are doing bathroom makeovers in the boys' bathrooms. Actually, now that I think about it, we're doing bathroom makeovers in all of the bathrooms. I swear we are changing everything in this house other than the floors. But with every single change, whether it's big or little, I feel like our home is becoming more and more us, like more our style. And it just makes us so happy to see that. But anyway, I'm kind of getting off subject. I think we're planning to paint the walls a more neutral, lighter color, and then probably changing out the mirror. We are planning to leave the countertops as they are, but I can't decide if we should paint the cabinets like a black color or a white, or something totally different like a neutral green or blue. Let me know if you guys have any votes or any thoughts on that. You guys know me when it comes to decisions like this. I just always go back and forth, and I love all of your input.
When we were young, we burned like summer suns. Our fears at bay, we made our own way, no stopping us. Our story became a world brand new. You and I, we have found what we've been missing. You and I, it feels like we're finally living. We are wide awake, it's all so clear. The dreams we held are standing.
I seriously love this new Rubber Rock Dyad. It's been so convenient just to be able to vacuum and mop our floors all at once. You'll see me using it throughout the upstairs and then also down in Kyle's office, but it just works so well. I feel like we've been using it every day.
I'm lost in the sound. I won't look back, no, I'll stare down the sun. Gonna stand my ground till the good days come.
Every time I walk through this room, it just reminds me how badly we want to paint this space. We would actually love to have the painters just literally go through our entire house and paint every room in the house, because painting is not really our favorite thing, but it obviously is way more expensive to have someone else paint it versus us just painting everything ourselves. So we're really only having them paint the areas that we can't really paint ourselves, like the living area with the really tall ceilings and our offices and things like that. But this is just another room that we will totally transform once we get around to painting and decorating and customizing it just to feel more like us and our style. I feel like ever since we did our guest room makeover and now we're getting all the paint done, Kyle and I are both just like so motivated to get all the things done in our house. Obviously it's going to take time, but we definitely have that fire kind of lit underneath us. But let me know in the comments what has been your favorite thing that we've changed or a space that we've made over in this new house. And also, if you haven't seen our empty house tour or just kind of want to get a little reminder of what it looked like when we first moved in, I will go ahead and link that up above as well as down in the description box below for you guys.
Feels like I've struck a gold mine with your hand in mine. Our love came alive. We've still got the rest of our lives. The rest of our lives. The rest of our lives. Oh, the rest of our lives. Dance with me beneath the stars, moonlight crashing on our wild hearts, with your head in my...
I totally meant to come back down to the washer and dry the bedding and get lots more loads of laundry in today. Story of my life. That's what happens every single day. But surprise, surprise, I forgot the laundry. So this has just been sitting in here since earlier in the day, but better late than never. So I finally got around to drying it, but I did actually end up staying up very, very late, and I got 3 more loads washed and dried, but don't ask me if they are put away yet or if they're still sitting in the baskets. We're not going to talk about that, but I did get them washed and dried.
Fight for each other, no matter the score. Through heartache, we'll carry the love that we swore. If you just take my hand, oh, won't you just take my hand for the rest of our lives? For the rest of our lives.
So this footage that you're seeing right here was actually filmed the night before. I just thought it would be kind of fun to share a little bit of my office with the new paint and the new lighting, and also just sharing putting all the furniture back in and just kind of seeing it all come together. So in these clips you can see the new lighting that we put in. When we first moved in, we actually didn't have a single ceiling light in my office. So needless to say, there have been so many late, dark nights in my office for the past 8 months. But that just makes me extra grateful to have the lights in there now and have that light paint color. It's just totally transformed the space. And I really, really love the new colors in my office. You guys will have to let me know what you think of the new combination. It just feels like a whole new room, and I love it so much. I do have just a few last things that I want to do in my office just to really complete the space and pull it all together. So be on the lookout for some upcoming house projects videos. I don't think I'm going to do like a full makeover video on spaces like this that I've already shared makeovers on. We're just kind of adding little things to the rooms. But like I said, we will be including things like that into new house project videos, so stay tuned for those.
Are you ready or not? Ready or not? Are you ready or not? Deep in my heart, touching the stars, holding on oh so tightly. Making my plans, taking a chance, leaving it all behind me. Never the same, riding my wave, turning my dreams up louder. Chasing that spark, out of the dark, running to the final hour. There's only one place to go. The best is yet to come. Are you ready or not? Ready or not? Are you ready or not? The best is yet to come. Are you ready or not? Ready or not? Are you ready or not? Wake up now. Wake up. We can get this started. We can get this started.
So I wanted to take a few minutes and show you guys a little paint update. The painters actually just left a little bit ago. As you can see, everything is all cleaned up. They still have some more rooms to do. As you can see this mess in here, they still have to paint the main living area. We are getting the built-ins paint, and I cannot wait to show you guys like how those turn out. And then we're also going to be painting in the kitchen, not necessarily the cabinets, although we are going to do those, just not right now. Also, we are going to be painting the doors black. I cannot wait. I think it's gonna look really good. But anyway, I'm gonna turn you around and kind of show you what we have painted so far. I'm so excited. This has been so long coming, and I just love how everything's turning out. Okay, so here is standing right at the front door. Off to the left is the guest bedroom. It's already a little bit of a mess because that's just how it goes when you're getting paint or anything done. but this is the pale oak color. This is like the base color of our house. It's like a really soft kind of like stone cream color. And then this is my office. We have pale oak on all the main walls, and then this really pretty green color. It's called Sherwin-Williams Evergreen Fog, and this is the accent wall color in my office, and I just love how it turned out. Then we also got the banister painted. It's not much of a different color. It's more black than it was like a really dark brownish black before. But really the biggest reason we did this was, one, to match the doors. It'll be the same color as the doors are. Also because whenever they had painted it, I think the previous owners had painted it, they either didn't use a primer or didn't sand anything. You could just like rub the paint off. This is like the best time to go ahead and get this done, and we love how it turned out. We also got the baseboards painted all like bright white because before they were very, very off-white. So that's actually made a pretty big difference too. And you can kind of see we have the green carry through to both offices, just like very cohesive. It keeps it nice and flowing, and then it just kind of carries your eye through both rooms.
The best is yet to come. Are you ready or not? Ready or not? Are you ready or not? Wake up now. Wake up. We can get this started. We can get this started. Wake up now. Wake up. We can get this started. We can get this started. There's only one thing I know. There's only one place to go. The best is yet to come. Are you ready or not? Ready or not? Are you ready or not? The best is yet to come. Are you ready or not? Ready or not? Are you ready or not? The best is yet to come.
So next on my list is for Kyle and I to go ahead and just put all of his office stuff back. It'll feel really good to just inch closer to being done with painting. And I know we still have like this whole area, which will take a while, but we're getting to the end. So let's go ahead and get Kyle's office put back together.
So I'm never gonna let you go. I'll hold you forever. Oh baby, I'ma let you know we belong together. We belong together. Best friends know all the places that their best friends go. And every time you go away, I never wanna say goodbye. So we take it slow. Let the seeds of love beneath us grow. Till the day that we both knew we're never gonna say goodbye.
It just felt so good to be putting all the furniture back and feeling like with every piece and every item, our home was just starting to feel more and more like us. But once we got Kyle's office put together, we moved into the living room, and we definitely wanted to tackle that space because, as you saw previously, the living room has just been trashed for several days while he was working on our offices and like the front of the house. And we really wanted to take some time and clean that up, and that way we could just feel a little bit of peace in that area. But that peace and calmness didn't last long because the very next morning, painters came to start painting our kitchen and living room. But you guys will see that in a new video soon. I cannot wait to share how that's turning out. I feel like the living room area is going to be an even more drastic change than all the areas that I showed you guys today. So that is going to be everything for today's video. I hope that you got lots of cleaning motivation and enjoyed just kind of seeing the different progress that we're making with painting the house and everything. As always, I am so grateful that you're here today. I hope you guys got lots of motivation and enjoyed having some company to hang out with today. And if you are new or not subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below so you can join the family and just not miss out on any future content. And I'm also going to be linking the videos from our new house series so you can go ahead and see all of the things that we've done to our house so far. But I hope you guys have an amazing day, and I will see you in my next one. Bye guys. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are decorating for spring. I'm so excited. This is the first time that we are decorating for spring because we moved here last summer, and so this is our first springtime here. But I'm so excited to see how everything is going to turn out. We have a lot to do today. Of course, we are going to start by tidying everything up and getting things put back in their place so we can start with a clean slate. And I also have a quick spring DIY I want to share with you guys. And I'm also going to be decorating with a lot of live plants for spring this year, and so I want to get all those put to their pots. And I also have a delicious recipe. It's what we're making for dinner tonight, and I wanted to make sure to share it with you guys because it is so easy and so good. And then I also am going to be sharing how the paint turned out. And then of course, like I said, we are going to be decorating for spring, mostly just here in the living room and also in the kitchen and dining room area. But I'm so excited for today's video. So let's go ahead and jump on into it.
I wanna hear you say that you only want me.
Okay, so quick little tour. If you remember, the walls used to actually be green, so now they are the pale oak color. It's like an off-white stone kind of color. I feel like you can tell fairly well that the cabinets are kind of like a yellowy tan or yellowy cream color, I guess. So we're actually gonna end up painting those later on. But I love just like the main wall color now, and it's just kind of throughout the house. And here we are to our built-ins. This is the Evergreen Fog color by Sherwin-Williams, and I love it. Painting the built-ins green was definitely outside of our comfort zone, but I love how it just like kind of accentuates the fireplace going up, and it just really like draws your eyes into them more. Oh, and then I also forgot to show you guys, we painted our doors black. It is Sherwin-Williams Caviar. I feel like it's like a pretty true black, and then it's the same as the color on the banisters, but we got all the doors painted black and we just love it. And then also we got all of the trim everywhere painted like a bright white, so you can see like the difference between the trim and the wall. I feel like it just really kind of helps the wall color pop, and I love it.
And when we're together, I hear music. You got me singing, sing it out. Yeah. And it goes like, ooh la la. I like the way you move. I like the things you do. I like it when I'm with you. Yeah.
So you guys will have to let me know what you think about all of the paint. I love it so much, but I would love to hear your guys' feedback and just kind of see what you guys think about it. I know it is totally different than what we've had and what we typically do, but I loved kind of going outside of the box on this one a little bit and just kind of changing things up. I feel like it totally gave this whole room and honestly this whole home like a totally different vibe. But anyway, I did want to share with you guys, I am going to be doing a giveaway in this video. I love doing giveaways for you guys, just giving back a little bit. And specifically when I do a decorating video, I really love giving back because I've shared this so many times before, but when Kyle and I were first starting out, we had no extra money for things like decor or anything like that. I remember going to friends' houses and just seeing all the beautiful decor they had and feeling bummed out at the end of the day because we just didn't have that at the time. And so I would love to extend a giveaway to you guys. So for this giveaway, you can pick either between $200 cash or a brand new Cricut machine. Whatever you want, it's totally up to you. You'll just have to let me know in the comments which one you would prefer. And to enter, I'm keeping it very simple as always. So all you have to do is go ahead and just make sure you're subscribed to the channel because after all, this is a subscriber giveaway. I want to give back to you guys for always being here and supporting me. So make sure you've clicked that subscribe bell and then also be sure to leave a comment on this video letting me know which giveaway item you would prefer, and that's going to be your entrance into the giveaway. And as always, I will have all the other information on the giveaway down below in the description box, so you can definitely check it out there, but I do want to keep it very, very simple for you guys. So good luck, and I hope you enjoy watching the rest of the video.
Baby, I'm in love with my best friend. The sky is baby blue whenever I'm with you, and I pray the good times never end. Ooh la la, I like the way you move. I like the things you do. I like it when I'm with you. Yeah. Ooh la la, you got me feeling right. I'm in a better light. I like it when I'm with you. Sing. Ooh la la, yeah. 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 I like it when I'm with you.
I'm going to be starting my official spring cleaning in a week or two, and so that's normally when I would want to pull everything off the shelves and wipe everything down, but because I do already have the shelves empty, I didn't want to add an extra step, so I'm just going ahead and wiping them down now. And as you saw, I'm using my dry duster, and then next I'm going back over it with a wet e-cloth and a glass and polishing cloth. And as usual, I will do my best to have everything linked down below for you guys in case if you want to find some of my cleaning products or some of the things that I use to decorate.
I'm searching. And I can't control where it all might go. Time keeps on rolling. Breathe in and breathe out and be here right now. Turning over chemicals. I'm letting down my guard. Been gambling with the dark. I'm ready. I'm ready. And I can't control where it all might go. Time keeps on rolling. Breathe in and breathe out and be here right now.
So I got this new caraway set of pots and pans and I have used them several times now and I love them so much. They work so well. They are super, super nonstick. Plus they just look stunning. They look so beautiful. They had a lot of different colors to choose from, but I opted for the terracotta color. I just wanted something, again, a little bit different. I've been trying to kind of step out of my comfort zone a little bit lately, and this is definitely out of my comfort zone, but I also just love it. So anyway, I will link these down below below in case if you have been kind of eyeing them. I believe they gave me a 10% off code that's good for just a couple of weeks. So if you've been interested, definitely save a little cash that way. But now I'm just starting to empty out the sink and kind of fill up the dishwasher and get all of those taken care of. As you can see, our dishwasher was very full at this time. I think it was extra full this day because I actually didn't get around to filling it up at night, which we typically do. And so we kind of had like yesterday's dishes plus the morning dishes, and it was extra full that day. So I ended up having to hand wash several things that I normally would have just stuck in the dishwasher, but I didn't have room for.
We turned the page, our story became a world brand new. You and I, we have found what we've been missing. You and I, it feels like we're finally living. We are wide awake, it's all so clear. The dreams we held are standing here. You and I, we have found what we've been missing. Open wide, the future's on our side. We'll touch the stars, we'll follow our hearts into the light. Walk with me, and we'll be all we need. Your hand in mine, our song undefined, our world alive. You and I, we found what we've been missing. You and I, it feels like we're finally living. We are wide awake, it's all so clear. The dreams we held are standing here. You and I, we found what we've been missing. We have found what we've been missing. You and I, it feels like we're finally living. We are wide awake.
I am someone who typically washes their sink every single day, usually once a day, unless if I have a lot of dishes sitting in it like I did today, and then I'll wash it as soon as I kind of empty that out, just because I hate having to go back in and scrub like leftover food and everything once it gets really stuck onto the sink. And so I will clean it periodically like that if needed. But I love cleaning the sink. I don't know what it is. I know it's still a chore, but it is so satisfying to me. And it's one of those things that to me just makes the whole kitchen feel so much cleaner when your sink is nice and shiny and I know there's no food stuck on there. And it also helps it smell really good, especially when I add like my essential oils down the drain. So let me know how often you clean your sink. And also let me know if you guys are like me and find sink cleaning a little bit extra satisfying.
I'll hold you forever. Oh, baby, I'ma let you know we belong together. We belong together. Best friends know all the places that their best friends go. And every time you go away, I'd never wanna say goodbye. So we take it slow, let the seeds of love beneath us grow, till the day that we both knew we're never gonna say goodbye.
we have everything nice and tidy now. Looking so good. It's like the perfect clean slate. So next we are going to go ahead and work on the plants, make sure that we're potting like all the plants just so that things can go a little bit smoother when I start decorating. And then I also wanted to make a little Cricut project. So I want to make like a couple little art pieces, I guess, to put up in the built-ins, and that's gonna be done with the Cricut. So those are the two next things that we're gonna work on, and then we will get to decorating. So a lot of these plants I'm actually not going to totally repot. Like I'm going to put them in their like little plastic planter into one of these pots. I've ordered from a plant company online, and that's what they do typically. And I talked to them about like if I need to replant it, and they said to go ahead and just leave it until they grow out of their nursery pot. Then it gives them a drainage, and then it also like doesn't shock them when you bring them home. That's what they told me, so that's what I'm gonna do here. But we did get a massive plant. I think I'm gonna try to put it where that lamp is. It's this guy right here. It's like really, really tall. Actually, what is it? Kind of like a king palm or something?
King palm, yeah.
With something else at the end of it. So it's, I don't know if it's like a for sure like real king palm, but it's a really cool one. Like taller than Kyle, and he's 6'4". So it's a really big plant. So I think it'll be like a good statement piece in there. And it'll just bring like a lot of movement into the space. But we did look it up, and it looks like you can pot them. So hopefully it will do well. We'll see. There it is.
All right.
Our newest big plant.
We need to come up with a name like Bruce.
I don't know.
Or he's a king palm. Like
Maybe
king,
something with a
like,
P, like Penelope. Ooh,
A girl.
Penelope the palm. It looks girly to me.
I thought it was a dude.
No.
All right. Well, I was way off then.
When you walked into the room, I couldn't keep my eyes off of you. Was it make-believe, or was it a dream?
So this pot actually has a hole in the bottom, and I don't want it to drain out. So I covered the bottom with a sticker, and then I just put a plastic bag. I've done this on a few of the pots, and it works really well. I'll just have to make sure not to overwater this guy.
Been waiting all my life. Feels like I've struck a gold mine. With your hand in mine, our love came alive. We've still got the rest of our lives. The rest of our lives. The rest of our lives. Oh, the rest of our lives.
I really wanted to decorate with a lot of live plants because if you've been here a while, you know I love live plants. We have them kind of all over our home, which is funny because years ago I wouldn't touch a live plant. I knew I would just kill it. I've kind of learned some lessons along the years, but I really love them now. I love the energy they bring, and they just add a lot of movement and color and kind of a lot of life to the space. And I felt like spring is the perfect time to do this. And it's great because you can find a lot of good deals, especially going to places like Walmart or even Home Depot. I don't typically go to actual nurseries, and I have two reasons for that. One, they are a lot more expensive there typically, and two, I feel like they get probably a lot better care there, and I want to know that these plants are hardy enough to survive at a place that isn't focused on keeping them alive, if that makes sense. And I feel like that gives me a better chance of me being able to keep them alive at home. So anyway, we're just kind of repotting them. We decided to do it in our living room just to make moving everything a little bit easier, and even though we were a little apprehensive about doing it on a tarp in our living room, it all worked out.
Love is a journey, we'll steady the course, fight for each other, no matter the score. Through heartache, we'll carry the love that we swore. If you just take my hand,
Okay, so now we are going to work on the DIY. So I actually had these two wood signs, like they're just like raw wood kind of. I've had these for a few months. I was gonna use them for a different project, and then that ended up not happening, and they're gonna be perfect for today. So I went ahead and just got some PNG or SVG or whatever it is on Etsy of different things. They have a ton. They're usually like anywhere from like $1 to $4 for a bunch of them. And so I got 2 of those, and so I'm just going to put them into the Cricut design space, print them out on my Cricut, and we'll be good to go. My designs are all finished printing. I printed out a cute little dandelion, and then I also printed out wildflowers. Remembered I also had this little guy, so it's like a little hexagon box, and I think that's the one that I'm gonna end up using for the dandelion. I feel like it'll just add a little bit extra. I'm going to go ahead and weed everything, like pull all the extra vinyl out, and then we will put it together and start decorating. As always, our hiccups. I didn't even think about how tiny those little flowers are. Like, they are so tiny. And because there's so many little, like, I can't even show you, but like, I mean, just imagine a little dandelion. Like, there's so many little super skinny things. So I think I'm gonna retry this. I thought doing vinyl would be easiest, but I think I'm actually going to try a stencil and just painting a little bit. I don't know. It's not my first choice. It's gonna be like way more time consuming. So we're gonna try this, and then if not, I'm gonna have to go a different route.
In my dream, I keep on floating down the watershed, and I know we're getting closer, but we're not there yet. Not there yet. I'll be the raindrop, come down, flow over the middle into the end. I'll make the rain stop, come down. How could we begin there? I'll be a friend.
So at this point, I have still not done the actual wildflower one. I really would still love to figure out a way to do that, because I love that print or SVG or whatever you want to call it, but it just was so intricate that I just kind of lost a lot of motivation for it, or a lot of patience, I guess, for it. So if you have a Cricut and have any tips to share, I would love any information. Like I said, I would love to end up doing that one, but I just have not gotten around to kind of focusing on that for now. But this one did end up turning out really, really good.
Let it get away. And be the raindrop, come down, flow over the middle into the end. And make the rain stop, come down. How can we begin there?
Okay, that was like pretty much a total fail. I did get this one, but I don't think I'm gonna do the other one right now. I still think it would be so cool, so I might do it when I have a little bit more patience left, because I'm like pulling my hairs out with this. I just didn't even think about how intricate the little designs are. Yeah, so we'll see. We're gonna finally start decorating. So let's do that.
Let's play this out like it's forever, ever, ever, yeah. You and me together, yeah. There ain't nothing better, yeah. Let's hold this like it's now or never, ever, ever, yeah. You and me are tethered like forever, ever, ever, yeah. I can see it with my eyes closed. I can feel you near. In the next room over, when you're not here. My fire when it gets cold. Atmosphere burning up when you come close. I hope you never disappear. I'll be in it till stars go quitting, and even then I'm with you. When things go dark, I'll be where you are. We can make it if you want to. Let's play this out like it's forever, ever, ever, yeah. You and me together, yeah. There ain't nothing better, yeah. Let's hold this like it's now or never, ever, ever, yeah. You and me are tethered like forever, ever, ever, yeah.
So majority of the decor that you're going to see me decorating with here are things that I've had for years. I did get a few new items, but a lot of those are from places like TJ Maxx or Marshall's, so I can't necessarily link them, but a few things are from Target, and even the older items I might still be able to find links for, so I will do my best to link anything. If there is anything that you're curious about, where I got it, if it's new or old, let me know in the comments and I will do my best to remember where everything was from and let you know then.
Come close. I hope you never disappear. I'll be in it till stars go quitting, and even then I'm with you. When things go dark, I'll be where you are. We can make it if you want to. Let's play this out like it's forever, ever, ever, yeah. You and me together, yeah. There ain't nothing better, yeah. Let's hold this like it's now or never, ever, ever, yeah. You and me are tethered like forever, ever, ever, yeah.
One thing that I wanted to mention is I wanted to leave in all of this footage right here of me really kind of struggling with these shelves. That's just always how it goes, but you'll see me put something up, then move it around, then take it away, then put it back up in another spot, and I'm just trying one thing after the other. And I told Kyle like halfway through, I was like, I don't even know if I can do this. I don't know if this is gonna work. Nothing's coming together. And then slowly I just kept doing it and kept working on it, and everything turned out beautifully, but it took quite a long time and a lot of trial and error. So I share this all the time with you guys, but especially when you're doing shelving, it can feel a little overwhelming just thinking that you're never going to get the look that you're going for. But I guarantee if you can keep trying new things, stick with it, move things around, and just don't give up, you will find something that looks beautiful and something that you love, and it will be worth all the time that it took just to kind of get to that point.
You said, love, tell me a story. But you think that endings are boring. So we follow our feet and we outrun the panic. And you say, we're gonna make it, I think. We're gonna make it, I think. No one knows what tomorrow
So once again, I'm going to struggle a little bit with this coffee table. I was trying all these different things. I really wanted to have the coffee table books on the coffee table, but in the centerpiece, and I just feel like they ended up being a little bit too big for the tray that I had. But again, it just all comes down to trying a lot of different things and waiting until it feels right. It did work out. I just ended up moving the coffee table books back over to the built-ins, and that looked great. And then I was also able to put one of our new live plants on the coffee table, and it just kind of livened up the space a bit more. And I love the addition of the gold tray on here. I feel like it pops, especially with the dark wood of the coffee table. But let me know what you guys think. Do you like how I ended up styling it in the end, or was there something you liked kind of along the way? You guys know me, I'm always up for getting your opinions on things because y'all have really great ideas. Okay, we have the shelves officially done. I think I just was struggling so much. I feel like every season in the new house, it's just a struggle trying to kind of figure out how you want to do things. And so as you saw, I definitely like tried 1,000 ways, and finally we landed on this, and I like how it looks. I feel like the woods have really pulled the couches in, and all of the white really brightened the space up. And then of course I do like to add in just a few touches of black just to kind of pull that darkness in there. And then I'm not like the biggest fan of gold, but it is growing on me. I know it's like kind of trendy right now. It is growing on me, and so I did want to add in just a few pieces. Like I added in like that little watering can. I have like a couple little gold touches, and then this little tray here on the coffee table. So just a few little gold pieces, and I actually think it works really well with the green as well. So anyway, we have that done. That was definitely like the biggest part of decorating. Now we have things like pillow covers. I'm gonna decorate the table with like a new table runner. I also have a new wreath to add onto our door, and just like a few other random things like kitchen towels, things like that. So we have that, and then we will work on the recipes.
Now we're punching every clock. Have those dreams all been lost inside an endless summer when we were younger? Feels like we're just getting started. I don't even know where we're going. I don't mind as long as I'm with you. Golden days on the horizon, on my mind. Feels like we're flying. Here we go, carried by the wind. This is where we begin. Oh, this is where we begin. Oh, this is where we begin.
This is so cool. It's called a smart garden. I've never seen it before, but I came across it on Amazon, I think at the end of last year. And so I actually got this for Christmas, but I just didn't end up putting it up because I knew we were painting and we got sick and just all the things. But I was so excited to finally be getting it all set up. So basically what it does is you can buy these little pods, and they have several different kinds of produce and herbs and everything that you can grow in there. And basically it does everything itself. So you just plug it in and it will simulate sunlight for the plants. You also pour water into the bottom of it, and it will water them as much as they need. And we already have sprouts popping up. It's so exciting to watch. Our boys are loving it, and we're really excited because we are going to be having some fresh produce right inside our house. It's not going to get beat up from the Arizona sun. Even though it's just a small little space right now, we got to start somewhere.
This is where we begin. Dreaming of the day, but I'm wide awake.
can close my eyes again, but it's not the same. It's not the same. I hear you at the door, feet hit the floor. I come running right into your arms till summer's gone. Oh, I'm trying, but I will find you. I'll be swimming out to sea just in time to bring you right back to me. 'Cause I miss you more than you will ever know. So come back home. Come back home. You and I should never be apart.
Changing my pillow covers is something I do every single season. One, because I feel like it does make a pretty big impact in your living spaces, but also you can do it so affordably. I don't often buy pillows from places like Target or even TJ Maxx or Marshalls. But instead, what I've done is I just have some really good quality inserts, and then I typically will buy my pillow covers from Amazon. You can get them for under $20 for a 2-pack. They pack away really nicely. They have tons of different colors and styles and textures and all the different things. So they definitely will have something that you like and that fits your style and needs. They also come in lots of different sizes. I typically go for the 20 by 20, but you can kind of just customize to really whatever you like. And it's just one of those things that make a big difference, changing out your pillow covers and then also changing out your throw blankets. And again, those are something that I love because they're really useful and functional, but also add a lot to the space.
Come back home.
So in just a minute, we are going to hop into the delicious recipes that I have to share with you guys, but I wanted to show you how everything turned out with all of the spring decor. Let me know what you guys think, especially with the built-ins being green. I feel like this just has made the biggest difference, and every time I walk in the room, I just smile, especially having all the things on the shelves now. It just makes it feel so cozy and homey. And also, I'd love to hear if you are decorating this spring season, and if you do, are you decorating for just like the season of spring, or are you decorating for all the little holidays like Valentine's Day, St. Patrick's Day, Easter, all the things? I typically don't decorate for the holidays, aside from Christmas, of course, but typically I just decorate a few times a year for the seasons. I feel like that's a lot easier for me to keep up with, but here and there I will kind of add just a couple little pieces, like maybe a few bunnies here and there for Easter or something, but I definitely don't go all out. But I would love to hear what you do in your home.
So I don't say a thing. Don't you wanna come on over? Don't you wanna see how I've been? Don't you wanna pick up where we started? I don't wanna love you anymore. I don't wanna want you anymore. But I guess I do. But I guess I do. Staring up at the stars, I glued onto my ceiling. Can't call you up. Guess I'll keep on dreaming. If I say what I mean, I'm only hurting myself. So I don't say a thing. Don't you wanna come on over? Don't you wanna see how I've been? Don't you wanna
Everything is all nice and decorated. I love how it turned out, especially with like the green built-ins and the light walls everywhere. It just, I love how it came together. Now it's time to go ahead and make dinner. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started on that. What we're making tonight is cilantro lime chicken. You can have this like however you want. I love actually just making it and then cutting it up and putting it into like tacos with like corn tortillas. And then I'm also gonna make a Mexican chop salad kind of. So they're both super delicious. They pair really well together, but of course you can make them separately or kind of eat them however. But let's go ahead and make dinner. So we are first going to start out by making a marinade for the cilantro lime chicken. Ideally, I should have made this, you know, like a couple hours ago, but it just didn't happen. But like, you know, like with any marinade, the longer you marinate it for, the more flavorful and juicy it is. So it's fine. We'll still have it marinating for like 30 minutes or so, and that'll be fine. Just know that if you're making this and you're on top of things, go ahead and marinate it for up to like a couple hours. It's just so delicious. I'm gonna go ahead and get everything out for the marinade. While the chicken is marinating, then we're gonna start making the Mexican chop salad. Okay, so for the cilantro lime chicken, you are going to need chicken. Obviously, you can use chicken breast, chicken thighs, kind of whatever. And then you're gonna need some olive oil or avocado oil, minced garlic, some cumin, some cilantro, yum, juice of 3 limes, and a little bit of the zest as well. And then salt and pepper, and that is it. So as always, I have included the recipe cards for these recipes today, so you can go ahead and screenshot those, print those out, save them on Pinterest, whatever you want. All you're going to do for the cilantro lime chicken is just take all of your ingredients and go ahead and add them right into a blender. So you're adding in half a bunch of cilantro, about 1 tablespoon of minced garlic or 4 garlic cloves, the zest of 1 lime and the juice of 3 limes, 3 tablespoons of olive oil, 1 teaspoon of cumin, and then 1 teaspoon of both salt and pepper. And then once you have everything added into your blender, you are just going to blend that right up until everything is nice and smooth. Now that we have our little marinade made, it was super quick and easy as you saw. We're just going to take the chicken, fully slice them right in half, just to make them a little bit thinner. They'll kind of soak up the marinade a little bit better that way, and then they also cook a little bit faster. Now I have like some thinner chicken breasts. This is totally optional and not something I do every single time I make this, but because I wasn't going to be able to marinate this quite as long as I would have hoped, I wanted to get a little more surface area on that chicken. And so you're just going to add all of the chicken into the bag along with all of the marinade and let that marinate for at least 30 minutes, but up to several hours. Okay, now I have that sitting in the fridge for a minute to marinate for a little bit. I'm gonna start grabbing the produce that I need for the Mexican chop salad. That's what we're gonna start working on next. Okay, so for this Mexican chop salad, you're going to grab some romaine lettuce, a red bell pepper. You can really use any kind, but I would suggest using like a sweet bell pepper. Then a red onion, avocado, an English cucumber, grape or cherry tomatoes, half a bunch of cilantro, and then you can use really any kind of corn. You can use canned corn, frozen corn, fresh corn, whatever you want. This is roasted corn from Trader Joe's. It doesn't have to be a specialty corn or anything. And then basically we're just going to start chopping all of this up, and then we will start on the sauce. This recipe is another one that's like very self-explanatory, but literally you're just going to chop all of your veggies up into little bite-sized pieces. And keep in mind, like with most recipes, but especially this one, you can really add in whatever you like, or at the same time take out whatever you don't like. So if you don't like peppers, don't add them in. If you like lots of tomatoes, add more of those. Whatever the case may be, just keep in mind that you can really customize this to your own liking. Okay, now that we have the main ingredients of the Mexican chopped salad made, I'm gonna go ahead and start making the dressing. You can kind of play around with this just like the salad. Like you can add or take away things that you don't like. You can add more of something or less. This is just kind of like the base recipe that I typically use.
But I've made it this far as I lay in your arms, lost as an island, a casualty of silence. It's killing me.
Okay, I totally ran out of lime juice. I'm trying to see if I have anything else. I don't even think I have lemons. So I'm kind of just like doing the best I can, maybe adding like a little bit of inside of the lime that I already juiced. It's still like a little juicy, but normally I would add some lime juice in there. I should have thought about that when I was using all that lime and kind of reserve some. But anyway, we're gonna make it work.
And I don't mean to be a bother, but it's wondering if you cross an ocean for me.
So on the recipe card, you'll note that I separated the ingredients into veggies and dressing. So for this part, you were just going to take all of your dressing ingredients, add it right into a small bowl, and then make sure to mix that up. And then you'll just pour that over your veggies and give that a good toss until everything is combined, and that is it.
Here when I wake up, when the waves get rough, will you be here when I wake up? I fell asleep to lullabies but of thunder.
Okay, that worked out perfect because now we have chopped salad made. Chicken has been marinating for probably like 30-ish minutes. A lot of times we really like to grill our chicken outside. It is dark outside and also it's just been a long day. So I'm just gonna do it on the stove. Plus I get to use my new pot. So I'm gonna go ahead and start cooking up the chicken, and then that will also give some time for the chopped salad to kind of marinate together. It doesn't need to, but it's always better. So like I said, we typically prefer to grill this out on the barbecue, but obviously you could make it in the pan like I'm doing tonight, or you can also bake it. And as always, I have all the options on different ways to cook this in that recipe card.
Northern winter starts to thaw. Lands I've never seen. Things will get calmer, follow me.
You said a long, long time ago you were happy being someone, but so far, far, far from home.
Kyle took Luke to his football practice tonight and dinner just finished up. All I have to do is like plate everything up. I did have Kyle stop at the store on the way home and get a lime. So whenever he gets home in just a few minutes, I think that's when we're gonna have dinner. But while I'm waiting, I'm gonna go ahead and tackle all the dishes. So I have to empty out the dishwasher that I got running earlier, and then we're gonna go ahead and work on all the dishes in the sink from dinner, and then we'll eat dinner and call it a night. So keep in mind, as you are making the cilantro lime chicken, you do not have to use these in tacos. You can make burritos, you can top it on nachos, you can honestly keep it as a filet and just eat it as is. It's so delicious, really, no matter how you serve it. But one of our favorite ways is just on tacos, as you're seeing tonight. And then one quick thing that I wanted to share is if you want to kind of zest up your sour cream a little bit, you can just pour some sour cream into a bowl, add some lime zest, and it's going to take it to a whole nother level. It's so good. That is going to be everything for today's video. I really hope you enjoyed hanging out with me today. I have been so excited to share this video with you guys and share our built-ins and all of the paint that we got changed out. If you've been here for a while, you've heard me talk about painting our home ever since moving in, and I just am so happy that we are finally past that stage. We finally have everything painted, and I cannot wait to do things like our kitchen makeover and finish out the rest of the bedroom makeovers and things like that. We have still so much to do to the house, but we have done so much at this point. So I really do hope that you're enjoying seeing our house transform one step at a time, and I cannot wait to see how it continues to transform over the next several months and year and, however long it takes us. Also, I did want to remind you, if you have not already, make sure to drop a comment down below. And again, make sure that you've hit that subscribe bell so you're eligible to enter into that giveaway. I am so thankful for you guys, and I'm so thankful that you're here and chat with me and just support this channel. It means more than you could ever know. I hope you guys have the most amazing day, and I will see you in my next one. Bye, guys. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we are going to be spring cleaning outside. We are also going to be decorating our front porch area, and then we're going to move to our back patio. You guys saw us decorate that several months ago when we moved in. It's been a while since we've done anything out there, so we're really going to be cleaning out there as well, and then also kind of doing like a spring refresh and just giving a little bit more life into that space. So we do have a lot to get done, so let's jump to it.
I wanna hear you say
So here is a before of our front porch, and I love to decorate it for the seasons and just kind of liven it up a bit, but this is kind of our base. So we typically have this textured rug with a doormat, as well as a bench on the far side, and then this little table and chair set in front of the window, and I don't really change those out typically, but instead I'll just kind of build on those by adding pops of color and seasonal items, and it's just amazing how the small touches that you add can truly transform the space. So I just wanted to give you guys a quick before shot before we go ahead and jump into everything.
When the sun comes out, it's gonna get better. So even when the lights burn out, there's a lining in the clouds, and it's gonna get better. It's gonna get better. It's gonna get better.
So as you can see, we are jumping right into the spring cleaning out here. We are pulling everything into the driveway, and we're just power washing everything just with water. If you have a power washer, definitely take advantage of it during spring cleaning. They are really so versatile and just clean your outdoor areas and furniture super well. Like honestly, you don't really even need soap a lot of times. You can do a lot with just the water.
And I can promise you, no matter what, you'll treasure. Because I know I've been there. It's time to get up off the ground, 'cause it's gonna turn around. I know you can't be bound, and the sky is falling down. But when the sun comes out, it's gonna get better. So even when the lights burn out, there's a lining in the clouds, and it's gonna get better. It's gonna get better. So call me when you're feeling down, 'cause I'll always be around. And when the sun comes out, it's gonna get better. Even when the lights burn out, there's a lining in the clouds, and it's gonna get better. It's gonna get better.
It's always amazing to me to see how quickly things dry down here in Arizona. It's barely April here and the sun is already becoming so intense, and you saw how soaking wet the power washer got everything. And by the time Kyle finished washing the walls and the floor, the furniture and the rugs were about 90% dry. I know we always joke about it, especially over on the vlog channel, that the heat is so dry here, but it really is just so dry here. But I would love to hear what the weather is like where you live right now. Is it sunny and similar to us? Or are you still having some chilly weather? We are definitely getting into like 80s and 90 degrees. And honestly, we are just loving it so much. We kind of can't wait till it gets a little bit hotter and we can start using the pool and just kind of get into more of like that Arizona summer.
Everywhere I go,
Now that everything is nice and clean, we power washed everything. I would say it's like 90% dry at least. We just set everything back down, and now I'm gonna grab the different items that I either have been picking up or things that we've just had for a while. So I'm gonna go ahead and kind of bring everything out so we can start putting it together.
every little space and every little placement, everywhere I go.
So when I was looking through our house and at a few stores, and I was just kind of finding some items to decorate out here, I really wanted it to be simple, but also really colorful, especially because we're decorating for spring. So I have just a couple of pieces that I thought would make a really big impact, but also feel cohesive and not overpowering. Like this wreath that I'm showing here, also the throw pillows and some planters. And I also have this adorable little birdhouse. I feel like these will all work really well, but you also won't feel overwhelmed when you walk into the space. And you guys know to hang our wreath, we are just using, of course, a command hook for no damage. And we're doing that because we don't want to damage our doors, and it works really, really well, especially if you press on for about 30 seconds or so. It really kind of helps it create some good adhesion, and we pretty much never have any issues with it damaging the walls or having them not stick properly. So we still have so much to do, but we actually have to run to the store to get a few things. Specifically, we need to get some plants for the pots that I had picked up over the last several weeks. So we're gonna go ahead and run to the store, and then we'll come back and finish everything up out here.
Every little space and every little placement, everywhere I go. Every day I'm chasing, every way to make it, everywhere I go. Everywhere I go. Gotta get around, gotta get
We are back from the store. We got some plants. We also got some bird seed to put in my little bird feeder. I'm hoping the birds won't make too much of a mess, but I'm hoping they'll enjoy it. I also got this board. It's actually just like a prefabricated shelf. It was decently cheaper than straight wood pieces that I would have to either paint or stain. And this one has like a nice finish on it and everything. So all I'm gonna do is make like some vinyl lettering. I think I'll say like, oh, hello or something, I don't know. But basically just do like a little DIY door sign. Oh, we also found a table for the back patio, which we've been wanting to find one, and we happened to find one on sale today. So we picked that up, and once we're done with up here, we'll kind of head to the back. I don't know if we're gonna end up getting to that today or if it'll be tomorrow, but either way, we're gonna put together that table and get that all set up back there too.
Fast time to get and what I'm giving. Feeling something new, feeling something new. Last night to burn it like we're living. Feeling something new, I'm feeling something. I can feel it coming. I can feel it.
Not waiting for the sunrise. 'Cause we're rolling in the night.
So of course, no DIY is complete without some sort of hiccup, and in spite of all the struggles, I feel like it did turn out super cute. But I started out with a shelving board, like the kind that you would use for a closet shelf or a shelf with brackets, and I actually kind of think that this was the main reason why the DIY was kind of a struggle, and that's because I think the finish on the board was actually too smooth, and it just made it hard for the vinyl to really adhere to the board. But anyway, I just started out by designing my letters, cut them out on matte white vinyl, and then with lots of patience, I stuck them to the board. But like I said, this project was a bit more of a struggle than I was planning, but you totally can't see the imperfections unless if you're up close, and I just love how it turned out.
Feeling something new, feeling something. I can feel it coming. I can feel it coming.
Not waiting for the sunrise.
Well, that went about as good as I should have expected it to go. It actually turned out pretty well, but there were some hiccups and there were some areas that did not turn out perfectly, but I don't think you're really gonna notice, especially like as a whole. And the nice thing about using vinyl is I can literally just take it down, redo the sign or flip it or whatever. So I'll show you kind of like the final product of it, and then we'll put it up.
Rolling in the new times. Rolling in the new times. Rolling in the new times. I'll be rolling in the new times. Can you feel it? Can you feel it coming? 'Cause I can feel it coming. I can feel
Something that I knew right away I wanted to do on the front porch for spring was to add color. You guys know I love my neutrals, but out front, and especially during springtime, the whole front of the house is honestly just a big neutral. So this is just the perfect time of year to add those really vibrant pops of color and just fully embrace it. I feel like even when I add color on the inside, I try to make those colors kind of neutral, and I really didn't want to do that out here. So one of the things I picked up were these lifelike faux tulips from Amazon, and I have them linked in my Amazon favorites. They ended up being one of my favorite, most impactful additions to our front porch. I'm sure some of you guys are laughing at me, but I totally realized this was not a bird feeder and instead was a true birdhouse. But I realized it after I was already adding in the bird seed, so I just went with it. So you'll have to let me know in the comments what you think about the front porch makeover and what was your favorite part. And also, because I feel like you guys have a lot of good ideas, I would also love to know if there's anything that you would have done differently. Hello, it is the next day. We actually could have gotten a little bit more done yesterday, but once we finished the front porch, the boys were getting home from school, then we started getting into football. I don't know if your guys' kids are into any sports. All three of our boys are doing football currently, and so that's just taking up a lot of time. Thankfully, they do really enjoy it, so it's all worth it, but it's just kind of running our life right now. Anyway, we just figured it would be a lot easier once the kids got off to school today to go ahead and start here on the back patio. So that's what we're gonna be tackling today. If you remember that patio makeover video we shared when we first moved in the house, we haven't really done much to the space other than we did put this new console table in because we moved the other one to the upstairs balcony. Today we're gonna first start out by kind of decluttering in here, cleaning up everything. We really want to power wash and get things all nice and clean for spring. And then the backyard is really like the only area in the house that we haven't had Ring cameras set up, so we're gonna go ahead and install those. That way everything is kind of covered by the cameras. And then I think I mentioned this, but we did find a table yesterday when we were out, so we are going to be adding that. I think right here we're kind of gonna find how it will work out in this space, but we've been really looking for a table, so we're really excited to add that in. And then we also have some new plants that we are going to add in. We tried some last year. I don't know if you can see those dead plants over there. It did not work out as I'd hoped, so I think I might have picked some better plants this year. Fingers crossed I can make them work out here, otherwise we'll have to bring them inside. And then last but not least, we're going to be decorating and kind of refreshing it for spring, especially since we're going to be spending a lot more time out here now that the weather's getting really nice, and so we want to make it just a little bit more inviting. So we're going to go ahead and tackle all of that right now.
In South Australia I was born, in South Australia round Cape Horn. All the way you're rolling king, all the way you'll hear me sing. We're bound for South Australia. As I walked out one morning fair, heave away, haul away. It was there I met Miss Nancy Blair. We're bound for South Australia. There's just one thing that's on my mind. Heave away, haul away. That's leaving Nancy Blair behind. We're bound for South Australia. And as we wallop around Cape Horn, heave away, haul away. You wish to God you've never been born. We're bound for South Australia. All the way you're rolling king, heave away, haul away, you'll hear me sing. We're bound for South Australia.
To start out on the back patio, I'm just cleaning up chalk and random bits. Let me know if your backyard stays tidy or is it kind of like ours? I feel like ours tends to get cluttered with random things, mostly kids items or socks, because whenever our boys go jump on the trampoline and they toss their shoes and socks off, I feel like they have the hardest time remembering to bring their little socks inside, so we always have socks like cluttering throughout the grass. Kind of drives us nuts, but I know that there will be a point where we won't have socks all over our grass and we'll kind of miss that.
Haul away, you rolling king, heave away, haul away, you'll hear me sing, we're bound for South Australia. Haul away, you rolling king, heave away, haul away, you'll hear me sing, we're bound for South Australia. In South Australia I was born, heave away, in South Australia round.
All right, we got everything cleared off for the most part, or anything that we really don't want to get wet. And now we are ready to blow everything off. Kyle has his like leaf blower thing, so I think that's gonna be the easiest way to do this. And then we're also gonna pressure wash, not just the floor, but like the rug and things like that, and just kind of get things nice and clean. And then I'll also end up cleaning off this table.
Boom bang, make it bombastic. With the body swinging bone, you can bend it like plastic. You can roll it out and skip it like a stone. Getting out and going all in. I get up and I go. So honey, tell me how you coming. I'd rather be together than alone. You gotta get up and move. You gotta get up and move. From your feet to your hands, put your body to yours. Get up and move.
So again, we went ahead and pulled out our power washer, and we are power washing with just water today, but it is amazing the difference it makes. As you can probably tell, it just makes everything so much cleaner and so shiny, and it just gives you a brand new slate. Now, I don't know why, but I personally feel a little bit intimidated to use a pressure washer all by myself. I really don't know why that is. So I'm sure you guys may have noticed whenever you guys see us using our power washer, Kyle is always the one to do that. So maybe one of the next times we have to pull it out, I will give Kyle a little break and give it a go myself.
Get up and move. You gotta get up and move. Put that body to use. Put that body to use.
I know a girl who's so fine, she's running laps around my heart. She's more than perfect, she's not the type to go play a part. She came and killed my whole life, and just like Mike Tyson, now I'm here seeing stars. I could take all of my time just trying to describe her, I don't know where to start. All my life I knew she's my baby, I can't hide it, making me crazy. Sometimes I close my eyes and dream about when we met in high school, and I've been trying to tell her this lately. She's more farther
You guys will have to let us know if you have any ideas on like different configurations in here. Really the only thing that's stuck is the TV. It's gonna be mounted on this wall. We typically like the fireplace just like kind of in front of that, but honestly like anything can change other than the TV. So let me know what you guys think. This is kind of how we have it right now with these two chairs. They like swivel, and we have the egg chair. We ended up just kind of tucking that back. If we want to sit and like watch TV, we can always pull it out. Then we have a little table set right there. So I think this is at least how we're gonna keep it for today. But if you guys have any good ideas, let me know in the comments. But we do love the table. I think it's gonna be so functional for us and so practical. We're always like wanting to come eat dinners out here, breakfast or whatever. So this one is nice because it's like between like a high top and a regular low one. It's kind of like, I don't know what sizes exactly this is, but it's just like a really nice height. And then also in here is a fire pit. We have to add the rocks, but that will be really cool. You can use that as a fire pit area too. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Another option is to move this egg chair maybe up to the balcony. That might be like better up there. I'm not really sure. I don't know. It's like a little bit of a tricky space. Like it's like a large patio, but because we have the doors on both sides and then the windows, it's just kind of like a little bit of a tricky space to kind of organize and decorate or style, I guess.
We could be driving fast with your feet on the dash. You're riding by my side, leaving all our fears in the past. And anywhere you wanna see what we could be on the map. It's only you and me, nothing to prove for me. Yeah. All my life I knew she's my baby. I can't hide it, making me crazy. Sometimes I close my eyes and dream about when we met in high school. And I've been trying to tell her this lately. She's more fire than rock in the 80s. I think about her when I sleep, like back when we were 17. Back when we were 17. Back when we were 17.
Lose myself in the rhythm. Find ourselves in our song. I lose my mind with you tonight. Feeling electrified. We are a new generation. We live with reckless abandon.
He's like falling apart.
I just like cheer sound effects.
Like slightly scared.
I do wish I could make you laugh the same way you make me.
I wish you could too.
Kyle, that is so rude. All right, finally, we are ready to get these plants into their new pots. Kyle totally kept teasing me at the store by asking the plants if they wanted to come home and die at our house, which I don't really have much room to talk when it comes to my recent outdoor plants. But I will say I have kept a majority of our indoor plants alive for years, so I'm pretty happy with that. But this time when I was picking plants, I specifically picked plants that said drought resistant, and that way I'm hoping that they'll be a little bit hardier and just make it a little easier for them to survive a bit better out here. But if you have any tips for me at all on outdoor potted plants, I would be so happy and grateful to hear those tips. All right, we have all the plants planted or potted. I don't even know if you can see it, but I have dirt under my fingernails. Now we are just going to put the rugs back up, bring the plants in, and then just kind of decorate a bit out here and kind of spruce it up. We have everything all like set up how we're gonna keep it, at least for now, but we'll just make it a little bit more inviting.
He's ever gonna look.
He is not. Snake plants don't die.
Oh, I bet. Okay, let's take a bet. How long do you think? 4 months.
I think this guy's gonna be with us for mostly life.
Oh, no.
Oh no. It's okay, I'll help you.
Okay, I'm gonna drop that piece too.
Okay.
This guy is gonna be dead in 4 months.
No, he won't. He is a really tough. Snake plants never die.
It's never been to our house. Especially the back patio. It's about to be hot out here. Like that?
Yeah, maybe like a little bit more. There we go. Yeah.
Like that?
One more. A little bit. No, half that left. There we go. Perfect. So this tray is both a functional piece as well as a decorative item, and I've shared so many makeovers with you guys over the years, but if you watch my makeovers, you know I always try to add function first above everything else, but at the same time I do also want to create a beautiful space, so when those two things overlap, it's just such a win. So as for the functionality of that tray, I plan to use it when we have gatherings out here just to help save several trips to and from the kitchen, and I can just go ahead and pile everything on the tray. And then for the decor aspect, I just love how bright it is, and especially the addition of texture. I feel like that adds so much to a space. Okay, so the last touch out here is to add some bright pops of color and texture with, of course, some throw pillows. You guys know I love my throw pillows, and I have to say it is very easy to overdo it when decorating, especially with throw pillows. But I tried several different options, and I ended up going with a few less than I first started with, just because a lot of times less is more, and you really don't want to overdo things. So I pulled a few of those throw pillows out and ended up with just a couple, and I love how it turned out.
I tried to shake it, find a way to get you off my mind. Really tried to draw that line. One look from you, I'm praying I could call you mine. Baby, you got my hands tied. No more games. Can't we just say its name instead of running away and jumping the gun to play it safe? Oh.
So that is going to be everything for today's video. I love how the front porch turned out. It was just so bright and vibrant. And then of course, I'm sure you can tell I love this back patio area. I feel like we have been spending so much more time out here as a family. We've been eating dinners. We actually ended up picking up a couple more chairs. So we do have a total of 6 chairs now, which is perfect for our family of 5. And then I just love all of the plants that we added in, all of the white and colorful touches that we added. I feel like it just gave so much life to this space, and it's just created a really inviting and cohesive space that we can enjoy together as a family and invite our friends and family over. I just cannot wait for the summer season. And as always, thank you so much for being here. I am so incredibly grateful that you chose to spend some time with me today. And if you have not already subscribed, I would love for you to hit subscribe and join the family. And I will see you in my next one. Bye guys.
Let the feelings overflow.
I'm Poopy Wilbur! I'm Poopy Wilbur! I'm Wilbur Wilbur who loves
All that I can do is say,
I grew up and I'm bitter. 0 out of 3 now. Thought that I'd be quicker, but I'm heading out that way for sure. Said that you'd be waiting, and now it's been too long. Been too long. I wish that we could turn back time back to all of those nights when I knew you were mine.
Hey guys, welcome back to the vlog. So today is day 1 of our new makeover series. We are currently at my sister's house. We already have some plants sitting around in here that we're going to be adding to the space. It's like 9 in the morning and Kyle and I are about to get started on everything. So this is going to be a 5-part series. I think we mentioned this in a previous video, but we're doing the patio, their pantry, their living room, their master bedroom, and then also their guest room. So we have a lot to get done in here. We are actually going to start in their master bedroom today, but the master bedroom video is going to be the last one that we release to you guys, just because this one is like the biggest project. And so we kind of want to like get that out of the way. But because it's like the biggest project, we want to save the best for last kind of thing. So I don't know, they're all going to be so good, but that's what we're going to start with in here. We're about to start like painting. I actually have to do some pans, like some before pans of the room, just so that we can see all that progress. And I'm going to take you guys out in the garage and show you what mess we have going on. We have so much stuff in here. It really is just because we're adding a lot of furniture to the spaces and we're doing 5 spaces, so it's a lot of stuff. But we were able to reuse some things that we've had over time, and then we have been shopping for everything for a while. So we've just kind of like slowly been gathering things, and today it's all like coming to a head. Kyle and I were just talking this morning as we were eating breakfast, like today is the hardest day of the makeover. I would say today, or like the last day maybe, I don't know. But definitely like the first day is difficult because you don't have that momentum yet, and you have this huge project ahead of you, and it's just kind of like weighs on you in the beginning. The only thing to do is just to go ahead and get started. I think Kyle's finishing getting it ready in the back room, and then we're gonna go ahead and jump to it. Tackle the biggest project first. What is that saying? Like, I feel like I'm gonna say it sounds so dumb, and this is like eat the frog in the morning, or like eat the frog first. I don't even remember why that's a saying, but I don't know. Anyway, we're gonna start with the biggest project first.
Let's just get in some pans of the room before we start. Step 1, we're gonna take everything out of here. Everything. And start all over.
It reminds me a lot of like our starter home, where just like we got everything. Because my sister said, like, I think these dressers, she said she got for like $5 each, And it's like the same story of what happened when we got married. Was like you just got like stuff on Goodwill, or you got like on Facebook Marketplace or whatever. Like you just kind of got what worked.
Right.
But I'm really excited.
Yeah. No, these are they're a little wobbly.
In their living room, she was saying like, I'm just fingers crossed the coffee table doesn't collapse before the makeovers.
Yeah.
Like literally, like it just like shakes it.
Yeah.
And their little kids, especially their oldest son.
Holy guacamole.
Yeah. Like they're like, he puts any pressure on it, and it looks like it's gonna collapse.
It does look like it's gonna fall over. No, that's good. We're gonna hook them up. It's gonna be great.
I'm so excited.
All right. So step one. Let's clear that thing out and start painting.
Yeah.
Hold together. I don't know if we'll be able to lift these. You know what I mean? Like if we pick this up, I bet.
Well, not like this, but I bet we could do it from the bottom.
Are these going to the garage?
Yeah.
That's their ultimate destination.
Yeah.
Are we just bringing them there right now?
Well, I thought we were putting everything in the living room because the garage is full.
Let's look and see if we have a spot. Just because.
So you don't want to move them twice?
Well, yeah. I mean, we'd have to move them way farther.
Oh, I didn't even get a picture yet.
Girl, you better get that picture, girl.
We forgot to get some before pics.
Wait, do you want to lean towards you or lean away from you?
What do you know would be easiest?
Why don't you lean towards you?
Okay.
And help together.
We're falling out, we've reached disaster. Don't know where we're gonna be after. And we do it all again and again and again and again. Again and again and again and again. We're falling down, we fading. But I know that we can save it. Cause we're like Alpha and Omega. Whatever happens doesn't matter, I know we can sort it out. Alpha and Omega. Even if we go a lot and break us down, I know we are Alpha and Omega. Whatever happens.
So are you gonna try to like put it
So yeah,
up
we'll just turn it and rotate. Yeah, it'll stand up.
on its like this way up or that way up?
On your way up like this. Towards you. Twist her up. It comes up to the platforms. Yeah. Here we go. You just want to put them in the dining room for now. Those supposed to be closet doors.
That's what they are. They're the kids' closet doors. Yeah, they tell them to take your kids' closet doors off.
Oh,
And it worked.
Because yeah, because that's your thing.
Oh, they have an extra table back here.
Yep.
Closet doors.
Closet doors.
Not for kids.
And Omega. Even if we go a lot and break us down, I know we are Alpha and Omega. Whatever happens doesn't matter, I know we can sort it out. Alpha and Omega. Alpha and Omega.
How's it going, darling? Painting? Oh, I was gonna come in and show them, but a little blocked.
Oh, yeah.
That's all right though.
It's making a big difference already.
It
We only
is.
have the top ceiling done.
It is. That's so crazy. I mean, because this color didn't really look that big of a difference
On
in our house.
It's just a little lighter, yeah.
Right, but we had kind of similar paint, but this is just, like the whole house is just stark white.
You can come see it in a minute.
But, all right, we'll come see you in a minute. In the meantime, we have 2 side tables we're gonna end up building in this bedroom, so I gotta go find the box with the end tables in there, and we'll build one out here in the living room.
Please don't be polite, cause I like your attitude. Let's forget about a curfew, cause all that is stuck in my head. It's me and you, both speeding, my heart is racing, but I'm not sure I wanna pace it, cause it only does this with you.
Wow, that looks way more tan than it looks in our house. I
Yeah.
don't think I realized how white these walls are.
Yeah, they're super stark.
Yeah, they are. I like it though. Instead of the trim just blending in, now it actually frames out the doors and stuff. I think it makes it look way nicer. I like it. I think it's going to turn out good. And then did we decide on a final color for here?
Evergreen fog.
Evergreen fog. That's the same color that's in our house.
That's what I've said before. Like, if you want to add a color, but you're worried about having something like too in your face, pick a color like a green or a blue or whatever it is, and then you can always find like a different, like a more neutral tone. So like this green has like quite a bit of gray in it. It's not like in your face color.
Yeah, that makes sense. I think it'll look great. Actually, isn't pale oak and evergreen fog what we have in our house?
In our main living room.
Is that our main living area? It's like your office and my office?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Casey really likes the colors. She said she always goes like pretty like safe on colors, so she was like, I would love color, but like neutral, kind of like
Yeah, I wouldn't say these are crazy colors at all, but man, it'll make a huge difference in this room, that's for sure.
It will for sure.
Awesome. Well, you're the painter of the family, so I'm gonna go build. I'm the builder. Yeah, I'll go build and you keep painting. Does that sound good?
I found out I'm not the builder.
Yeah, that's for sure. And I found out I'm not the painter. We have different skill sets.
Each other, it's good.
We have different skill sets, that's for sure. So we're just in the middle of building the side tables for the master bedroom, and I just thought this was funny. I'd share it with y'all. We only brought one tripod, and Amanda's using it in the bedroom. So this is what I've got going on out here. It's very carefully balanced on top of the light bulb. See if we can get it to work. And there we go. We did it. You ran out of paint? Already?
These walls are like soaking up the paint.
Yeah.
They're super, super flat, like powdery flat.
Boy, that is way better color. It's hard to believe that whole wall was the same color as that white trim. I guess there's the difference. I remember that too in Georgia, this flat paint, it's kind of like chalky. Yeah, and it's just like a sponge.
It's almost like yeah, it is like chalky when you feel it, and literally like you can't clean it. We would get spilled whatever on the walls, and I would take a rag to it and it would start wiping away the paint.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Well, this will be much better then.
we're sure need another coat on this wall. We're gonna get some different paint because we actually use the same paint that our builders, or not our builders, that our painters just left behind. And it's not the same paint that we usually use, like the same kind of paint. So maybe we'll see if that works because it's a little bit thicker.
I'm getting hangry again.
Yeah.
So there's that little taco place we saw on the way in here. It's like
a super good taco place close.
yeah.
Like
Have you been there?
We had it once with them. With
Did we?
my sister and brother-in-law, and Casey and I picked it up.
I definitely want some tacos. We'll run to Ace Hardware, get some paint. Keep on keeping on.
Yeah.
All right, sounds good.
Make out for the thrill of it. Mess around for the thrill of it. Don't stop now, never let this end. For the thrill of it, we can have it, no regret. We make out for the thrill of it. Mess around for the thrill of it. Don't stop now, never let this end. For the thrill of it, we can have it, no regret.
What time is it? It's 8. It is 8 o'clock. We have so much in the room done. I'm actually not going to show you guys because I don't want to give a bunch away, but we got all the painting done. We have over half the furniture built, probably like, I don't know, we really don't have much more furniture to build. So we don't have a lot more to do in there, but we are out of light. So we're just gonna call it a night. We haven't eaten dinner yet or anything, so we're gonna go find dinner and then we will get a good night's rest and finish it up tomorrow. And we'll check in with you guys later.
Good evening and welcome back. It is the end of day 3 that we've been working on this stuff. I think we thought we'd do a lot more vlogging during this, but it's been crazy. It's been busy. Like now it's 10:10 at night. We're still working. Amanda's doing labels for the pantry. There's a carpet laid out in the master bedroom here. The corners and the sides kept rolling up. We weren't really sure how to get rid of it. We put a bunch of heavy tools and stuff on there and it still curled up. So we had a little steamer that is actually, I'm gonna plug it in right now, actually is working really good to get the corners down. So I'm just gonna steam this carpet. I think we're gonna go to bed. Tomorrow's day 4. We have about a half day tomorrow. and then my sister-in-law and brother-in-law are gonna come back. We'll have to split it into 2 pieces, so we'll end up showing them the living room and the pantry and the master bedroom that we did tomorrow. Then we'll have to come back next week and do the extra 2 pieces. We're doing the outside patio and a guest room that they have here. So we'll have to come back next week and do that again, but we're on the home stretch now, just cleaning up some fine details. In the morning, they'll be here about 11 o'clock, so Matt and I are gonna get up at 7 or 8. We've got some curtains to hang, and we gotta get the house cleaned up, ready for them to get here, which is actually quite a job. So I'm just gonna steam this carpet, and then I think we'll end up going to bed. It's not perfect, but I think that's gonna work out just fine. I'm gonna go do the other corner on the other side, and we'll be good. Good morning. It is day number 4, and I am hanging out with Maple the dog, who's really sweet. He's been hanging out with us, huh? Anyway, we are day number 4. It's about 2 hours until my sister-in-law and brother-in-law get here, and we show them the reveal of their master bedroom and living area and pantry. So Matt and I are kind of just scrambling at the last minute to get things put into place and to get the house cleaned up. Basically, we made a mountain of garbage the whole time and spent some time with Maple, of course. Let's go ahead and feed the dog. So last night before bed, I was kind of just flipping through my phone, and I saw on Instagram there was a lot of people that were commenting about the makeover series that we're doing now, and about how much we charge to do this for people. And it seemed like people didn't believe us, but we don't charge anything. It costs them $0. This is completely an investment in time and money for Amanda and I, and that's just the way that it is. So we completely rely on you guys to watch the videos to be able to do this, to be able to pay for it, basically. So if ever there was a time to like, comment, and subscribe, share with your friends, this is the time. The more successful these videos are, the more that we're able to do in the future. And this is actually really what we'd like to do a lot more of. One, it's because it's what we really enjoy, and 2, it's really nice to be able to do nice things for other people. Please comment, like, share, subscribe, tell your friends. The more successful these are, the more we're able to do, the bigger projects we're able to do. So if ever there was a time, it's right now.
Alright, it's actually been a few days since we got home from my sister's house. We left like Thursday afternoon. Whoops. It's like Sunday midday right now. We're actually going to start preparing to head back there later tonight, but we had some more boxes come in. So we're actually gonna have to load these up. Not all of them are for them. We actually have some things that are for some house projects at our house. We always have projects going on, whether it's for us or a makeover, but a few of these are for my sister. So we're gonna have to load these up. It has been like such a tiring week. I feel like yesterday, and so we had yesterday and then Friday at home, and honestly it's just been like recuperating, plus we've been like working on the videos, like uploading all that footage and kind of going through that, working on this vlog, things like that. Just there's been like a lot of stuff that we can't do at my sister's house we've been trying to get done here before we go back, and then it's just like it was a lot of early mornings, a lot of late nights. Like the last night we were there, I think I was up till like 3 in the morning working on the labels. That was a whole thing. It was just like little hiccups and stuff. I feel like overall it went really smooth, but these makeovers are such a process, especially because we try to do them in like one big lump versus everyday life. You would typically like not redo 5 spaces in your house in 1 week. So we are gonna go ahead and get a lot of this stuff loaded up. Kyle is inside getting a few things ready in there. We're gonna have to pack the kids up because they're gonna be going down with us. They're actually gonna be staying at my brother-in-law's family's home, so we can still kind of stay focused this week. But anyway, I was just looking over the vlog and I realized we didn't even like end. It was just such a whirlwind that we didn't even like say bye to you guys. So anyway, we were planning to go down there today. We are gonna start back tomorrow. A lot of this, like I said, is for them. This is actually gonna be for their patio. And then I think everything we need, fingers crossed we're not forgetting anything, is already down there for their guest bedroom. Those are the 2 spaces we're working on this week. We are planning to vlog for you guys and share a bit more behind the scenes. I think we're like better equipped this week on like what to expect. So hopefully we can do a bit better of like vlogging behind the scenes and sharing more of that with you guys, just because I feel like we did okay the first day and then really dropped the ball the rest of the week. But hopefully we can do better on that for you guys. Definitely stay tuned over on Instagram. We'll be sharing some sneak peeks over there, and then there should be one more vlog going up before the series comes up, which will actually be on July 4th. So we have a lot of exciting things. We have a lot of work to get done. So I'm gonna go ahead and end the vlog here. But like I said, there's lots and lots to stay tuned for. If you are not subscribed over on the main channel and then also here on the vlog channel, be sure that you go ahead and subscribe to both. That way you don't miss out on any of the future makeovers or any of this behind the scenes content. And thank you guys so much for being here. We are seriously so grateful for you guys, and we literally couldn't do it without you. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and we will see you in the next one. Bye guys.
What do I